Oh no. Just this workout was just very run-of-the-mill. Yes, I just did one more shirtless day. Just got on the treadmill for a second, and then I got on the bike for a second. Then I did my circuit training thing, which is just so, meager and run-of-the-mill. And I only worked out for 25 minutes. And yeah, that's just fine. That's fine this early on. But, when I'm trying to record it all, I just didn't really like the footage. I like to make the treadmill and the stationary bike separate videos from the circuit training. That's probably how the circuit training is going to end up, so that I can have it minimized as smaller window playing, or we can do 4 square or whatever. But it's all just one video, but that's fine. That's fine. It's just like, if you're on this video, just skip to the next video. This is just wasting your time, showing just really just nothing. I would just play the music and try and talk over the thing. Hey, do you think you could clean up your room a bit? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's on the list of things to do. Yep. And then, right after this day, that's when I started doing my week training thing, which then ended up going almost into 2 weeks, 10 days, or 2 weeks. It's becoming 2 weeks. It's like, okay, let's hurry up and try and get this stuff done so we can get back to, progressive overload, constant working out. And, let's just get back to those barbell lifts we were doing, And then once we plateau there, then we can move on to, or we can go back and forth sometimes and maybe do a week of lifts. But, I just wanted to cover as much stuff as I could. And you covering as much stuff as you can is like talking for like 4 to 30 hours almost, just repeating stuff. And at least you don't actually have to listen to it, and then, like, I'm watching it, I'm listening to it, it's the stuff I'm telling myself. It's great, yeah. I love working out. Everything's going good. Oh my god, what am I supposed to do when I'm watching this go on for 8 minutes or whatever on the treadmill, and I'm supposed to be going on for 15 minutes? Yeah, that's the problem with cardio. It's like, oh god. So, like, anything you do for cardio, you're doing that for as long as you were lifting for. But then it is good still. That's why I'm trying to minimize the video. Or, you might not even want to take a video, but yeah, I was going to take a video and minimize it. It's just sort of proving that I'm doing this much. Just trying to get a lot of words out. Just go ahead, skip to the next video, or scroll at the bottom. And obviously no one's watching this but me. Trying to get caught up on all my workouts, and I'm like watching, and I'm like, whoa! I was feeling good while I was filming all of them. Now we got a lot of video editing to do, and then the video commentary. Yep. And the music. Ah, God. It's driving myself crazy, but at least, yeah, that'll help you hold yourself to it, and you'll, like, watch and be like, oh, yeah, I did work out, actually. Yeah, that's what it's like when you're not reading from a script. You're just like Johnny on the spot with the dialogue. Sort of rambling, ranting. Okay, yeah, the treadmill, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm no stranger to the treadmill. A lot of the times it gets neglected until you get one for yourself, and I got it $300 off because of Sears going out of business sale. And, you know, if you're gonna get a treadmill, you can wait till Black Friday and see if you can get one on sale then. I don't know, you know, what the deal would be like, but maybe you'll save some money if you wait till the day after Thanksgiving. That's when I bought my strength cage, and yeah, that strength cage I got for $100. The same one is like $250, or a similar one, and then they're more than that usually. They'll be a couple $100s, and they'll be larger too. And yeah, it's up to you what type of strength cage you get. I mean, you know, you're probably not going to get a strength cage. Well, they're fairly common around here. I know someone else who has one, and like my neighbors have one. You'll see them in people's garages. Yeah, the treadmill, you know, I've been out of shape with the running so much. And then if you get a cheaper treadmill, you can only walk on it. If you get one for, you know, cheap, you probably can only walk on the treadmill, and then you can just walk on it while watching TV. And that's the type I had growing up. We got one cheap treadmill, and then we got another cheap treadmill later. And yeah, that's just fine. And then it's not actually yours, it's your parents or whatever, and they don't want you using it more than them. Or then they decide they don't really care about it, and they're like, yeah, I guess you can use it. And, you know, you use it. I remember I used to watch 24 while being on the treadmill, or maybe Lost or something, or whatever we had TiVo'd. And yeah, now I'm gonna get on my indoor trainer. I got my indoor trainer so that I can turn a normal bike into a stationary bike. And the indoor trainer was like $100 on Amazon. They can be as much as $200. And then I also ordered a bike on Amazon for $100, but it was a size larger, so it's kind of uncomfortable to ride. But then, you know, so then I got the stationary bike for $200 basically. You know, it's just like I don't know, maybe you could have gotten a different stationary bike for $300. Yeah. And then, you know, I don't know, I thought I was gonna get in great shape using the stationary bike, but then it's not that amazing, really. You know, because I could do an hour on the stationary bike for 2 months and, you know, not really have any change at all. Though right now, I'm sort of struggling to stay on the thing, but that's because I'm not making it my focus. I'll just get on it for like 15 minutes and it's like whatever. But I'm using it again, and then once I do get used to it, what I used to do is I used to play video games while riding the thing, and it's the only way you can do that. And like, maybe I think that's really cool to play video games while riding a bike, but you know, it's also kind of like whatever. And then at the gym, you could also see someone reading while riding a bike. It's like, oh yeah, reading on a stationary bike, and that's supposed to be exercise. I'm just gonna sort of pedal for an hour, but you know, that's fine, it's whatever. And you know, ways you can make the bike more effective slightly in a way is you can get one of those sauna suits. You can get all sweaty doing that, but getting really sweaty isn't actually very helpful. And I tried out the elevation mask, the breath mask, and it's just like, yeah, you can make it harder to breathe so that you'll be breathing really hard and sweating a lot. But so far, I think those things are just gimmicks, and they're not really helping you improve your fitness a lot. And it's even kind of like weird and off-putting. But yeah, I'll see if I can do that some again, you know, later on after I You know, I'm not really trying to get ahead of the treadmill on the bike. It's like the treadmill is more my focus, but yeah, I'm getting used to pedaling and being on that bike especially. It's almost like doing a mild plank or pedestal. And yeah, then I'm thinking I'm gonna get my bike out of the garage and the tires are flat. I'm gonna take it to the bike shop and have it serviced, and that'll be like $50 to $100 to $150 because it'll be like $50 for labor, and that's probably going to be like $100 for new tires. And it's like, whoa, that's how much I paid for the bike. Like, right. So getting it looked at is almost the cost of the thing. You could almost just buy a new bike now that I think of it. You might want to look around and see what cheap bikes are available. Yeah, get that bike looked at, see how much that costs, and then go and buy another bike. Well, then you're spending twice as much money. There's the problem with that. Yeah, I'm thinking like, what? Like, oh well. It's also all about the tires you have on your bike, but then it's like $100 for different tires? What? Like, well, how much are you going to be riding your bike? Yeah, ride your bike. I want to ride my bicycle. There are too many hills around here. I'm just going to be coasting, braking the whole time, and then walking the thing back up the hill. There's no place I'm trying to go to. It's like I also drive now, but there was sort of a driving situation before. So then you're kind of reduced to, if you want to ride your bike, you need to put your bike in the car and then drive to some place to ride your bike. Now, drive over here, ride my bike for a little bit, get back in the car and go home. Yeah, that's an option. Or we can get e-bikes. That'll be on the list of things to do, get an e-bike. But yeah, I was really into riding my bike before. It's even something you can think you're good at, or it's like a sport and you're just trying to spend more time riding your bike. So yeah, well, at least I did that thing. I'm good at it. But then it's also like riding a bike is just like the easiest thing. But then it's like, yeah, people talk down to you at it. They need something easy to enjoy. It's whatever. Yep. Well, I don't think I'm going to be breaking through into some next level of fitness with the bike alone, but I think it's really cool to have an indoor trainer so that I can, ride my bike like this. But then this bike I'm riding is falling apart a little bit. I put it together myself. I got it in the mail. It was only $100. I'm riding it right now if its tires flat. I also don't really care what happens to this bike. Okay, looks like we're done here. Yeah, bikes are a lot of fun. I enjoy them. I also used to have a speedometer, and that would make doing the thing more fun. Yeah, you can ride the indoor trainer and watch TV. And play video games on the bike. Alright, now let's put that towel down and do my circuit training routine that I've been working on. It's all just part of the warm-up phase. Yeah. Mountain climber. This is a real mild mountain climber. It takes me a lot of warming up to get used to mountain climber. Yeah, I think this move is great, but I haven't been able to get anyone else excited about it. Like, what does he think is so cool about that? Stay away. I have to move the camera around. Yeah, this was all done on one take. Hopefully I don't have any strange camera angles. Yeah, these bicep curls there, whatever, I'm not really even trying to get a good bicep workout. It's just something I'm throwing in there, almost being silly. Just being silly of some 6-pound dumbbell bicep curls. It's fine. Just being silly, warming up. Just an iconic, recognizable exercise. Goblet squats. Yeah, some people like squats, some people don't. You know, it's almost like squats are such a mainstream exercise. And then, yeah, it's whatever. It's actually almost kind of strange how they're almost overly recommended. Yeah, I love goblet squats. Goblet squats and back squats. Those are the squats I like. Alright, we'll be finishing up here soon. I think squats are great exercise. With goblet squats, that one 6-pound dumbbell, do 20 of them. And I was like, what? I've never done 20 squats before. It's like, oh great, then you're gonna really take it up to the next level. Because normally you do 3 sets of 10. Yeah. But then with dumbbells, it's like also it's not that amazing to do dumbbell squats, or it's just fine. You know, I mean, dumbbell squats and calf raises are almost just like a farmer's carry, where it's like it's slightly good for your arms to hold the dumbbells. But then it's not really an amazing workout, but you're also not completely neglecting your legs either. Or yeah, well, we'll see how good it is, because the entire conversation is almost completely ridiculous. Yeah, let's keep on doing push-ups. Yeah, we'll start the real workout next time. A week of different workouts, going over a bunch of stuff, and talking a bunch. But then, it's like, oh, now after that, now we're going to start the real workout. Now, you're probably already done seeing this guy after talking so much about exercise. Yeah, or you think, well, it doesn't seem like you're in that good of shape, like, should you really be giving me instructions? Well, that's the point of the thing I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to start from a place of not being in good shape, and see what that's like, and see what it takes to get in good shape from here. Plus, I was trying to put on weights for the weightlifting, though it's just a hobby, and it's actually kind of audacious that you're doing this as a hobby. Just a little bit audacious. Yeah, let's do some sit-ups, but no one was ever impressed by sit-ups before. I'm gonna do a bunch of sit-ups. Well, not a bunch of sit-ups. Oh, God. Ah, great, this guy's just talking over my workout. Ha ha ha. Oh, wow. This was a really long 25 minutes. Hasn't been 25 minutes yet. We're closing in on it. Yeah, you know, lunges. Do all these variations of lunges where this one I'm just on my knees and I'm just sort of doing these little steps on my knees. And that's sort of the most mild version of lunges. Where it's like when you do those are like doing push-ups on your knees, you know? You're still sort of stretching them out a little bit. Not everyone else likes lunges either. Yeah, looking good out there. Yeah. Shoulder presses. Doing a bunch of shoulder presses. Yeah, as long as you're working out, it's never completely wrong. I mean, I guess yeah, sure it can be wrong sometimes if you do something dangerous. Side lunges. Doing side lunges. That's what it looks like. I love side lunges. But, you know, other people will say, what's this supposed to work? Yeah, but I figure, like, hey, look at how much I'm moving around, you know, I'm hitting the sides of my legs, and, you know, I'm bending down. This is great. It's also showing me what my body's looking like. Because sometimes people, they don't want to do any exercises that don't target major muscle groups. This is sort of more of like a cardio thing, or it's preparation for a cardio thing later, is what it is. Yeah, they're good. It's also sort of kind of a stretch, and I do feel my legs getting stronger from it. Yeah, I mean, this is part from, this isn't part of my normal thing, I'm just sort of throwing it in here. The, dumbbell swings, because I'm probably not doing my, my ab wheel this time. I'm like, oh, not doing my ab wheel, I'll just throw in some of these dumbbell swings this time. I almost think because the ab wheel can be so difficult, maybe I should start with that instead of end with it. Or, yeah, well, I think what it is I'm just not wearing a shirt, and I didn't want to get on the ground when I'm covered in sweat. I mean, you could also try doing the ab wheel onto the towel, or just keep yourself off the ground. Alright, well, at least we got a great idea of what you're looking like at the beginning, at the first stage. There we go. And right there.